A warm namaste and a big hello to all of you amazing and beautiful people out there. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to this collective reading session, my dear friends. Now we are going to jump right into it and find out what is the message that Source has for the collective today. And who am I picking on? So Source loves you and communicates with you, and this message is asking you to be in the here and now. This is the first card that I've picked. You were also the anointed one, and now you don't want people to take away your power from you. Your confidence affects those people, good or bad, doesn't matter, who feel limited and in lack. So basically your confidence is affecting all those people around you who themselves cannot do certain things, who themselves don't have the courage, who themselves don't have the detachment factor that you have, the honesty factor that you have, the truth factor that you have. They don't have it for whatever XYZ reason, so you trigger them. And because you trigger them, because you're affecting them, because of your confidence, they are getting affected. So in order to pull you down, they will do whatever they can. Now, why in the bracket it says good or bad? Because some of these people could be really good people, they could be nice people, but when they look at you, they feel bad about themselves. They feel that they are not doing enough, they are not living up to their potential, and they are not happy about those things. So maybe they also are not supportive enough, or they live in some kind of fears. They have their own fears. They are programmed to follow certain traditions, certain superstitions. They are programmed to follow a certain lifestyle. They are programmed to be in certain way. And because you are so free-spirited, you are so outgoing, so bold, they don't know how to deal with that type of person. They still do not have the faculties, or they still do not have that type of DNA restoration, or they do not have that type of healing going on for them. Maybe they will get inspired from you, most probably, but unknowingly they are not able to support you, or out of fear they are not able to support you. So it's not like they don't want to support you or they are not good people, but it's just not happening. And then there are obviously people who are full of envy. They don't want to do any inner work. They just look at you and they go like, oh my god, this person should not be doing these things. They should not be living up to their potential. They are getting triggered in some way, so they are also trying. So you are getting kind of these energies, mixed signals. Some days are good, some days are bad because of these people. You understand that if your ancestors gave you gifts, then you also took on to the curses of the template, so that the curses stop at you. Very interesting. You are walking on this journey with your head held high, with grace and with love of your masters. But now you have decided to become a strong person. You have truly decided to become stronger in your decisions and to be true to yourself and stand by yourself. You were the different one in the family always. In your family, you were always the strongest one, the different person who always had to do bigger things in life. You were always like the special one in the family. And this is not something I'm saying to generate spiritual ego, but I'm just saying that maybe this is the reason why you have the curses. Maybe this is the reason why you are facing what you're facing, because you could be the one. You were the one to handle them. But instead of feeling special, on the contrary, you have felt many a times like the black sheep of your family. You are a beautiful child of God. You create high vibration because of your brahmacharya energy. Now today I was given a very interesting message also about this, because I was asking this question, that there are so many people who are not so bad, okay? They are just simply programmed. They are programmed because of the education system, because of the societal flaws, because of bad company, because of a number of reasons, and just the way We know already that star seeds and twin flames are purposely, specifically born in certain templates that are wounded, that are not working, that are dysfunctional. So then, when they are in these bad addictions, bad habits, like, why don't they get reprimanded? How is it that grace works on them? How do they get protected? So this answer was received where this download was received, where it was told to me that basically there are two types of people on this planet who are sinning right now at the moment, because at the moment we have just stepped out from the dark ages and we are in ascending Dwapar for the planet. So for the planet there is a certain yuga cycle that is working, and for a person, for an individual, it is a different yuga cycle that can work. Like an individual can be in golden age while they are born in Kalyug. While they are in Kalyug, they can be in Satyug. While being in Dwapar, they can be in Satyug. While being in Treta, they can be in Satyug. And vice versa also. Okay? Because the Asuras, demonic agents, are always present. They are present during golden ages. They are present during dark ages. But as per the Earth's time cycle, like in astrology also, there is a Gochar and there is one personal horoscope that a person has, right? So combination is always seen. Similarly, the yuga cycle on planet Earth is going in a certain way. So there are certain type of people that you will come across, certain type of energies that you will come across. So if you are an innocent person, and in your innocence, and because you are here to heal, because you were not really meant to go through those karmic punishments, or you can say those trials and tribulations, but somehow you do feel that you were only into it because you were looking for true love. Your goal, your motto was not to cheat anyone, not to lie to anyone, not to be dishonest, not to snatch another person's lover, not to do any of those things. You were simply, you can say you were simply on this journey, you were being innocent, you were looking for love, and you were seeing a lot of heartbreaks, betrayals, struggle, pain, and number of things around you. There was confusion, there was lack of clarity. And because of those situations, bad company, programming, lack of clarity, although there was a light in you, there is a light in you which is making you an honest person, and maybe that's why you could not continue on those, in those situations, and you could not hang out with those people, or those people only moved on away from you, only made you feel like you don't belong, and you probably thought that okay, maybe this is the best thing to do. But you got the taste of that particular frequency. You got to know, okay, this is how this frequency works, and this particular dimension works, or these people work. So then also, because you're not performing sexual acts out of lust. When people perform sexual acts out of lust and they con others, or they lie to others, or they're dishonest, or the motivation is to use people, the motivation is to cheat on people, lie people, then obviously they are not in high vibration. But because of some people's purity, they are still in high vibration. So God is going to definitely, Source is going to make sure that you understand those things, and then you practice brahmacharya, you practice celibacy, or you practice asexuality. Asexuality, celibacy also has a very deep meaning. It's not always about just the sexual intercourse that you have with people. There are lots and lots of ways to express emotion, express affection, lots and lots of pure and nicer ways. So I think that type of love, or that type of life, is what you're looking at, where lust is not the thing, lust for anything. Lust is not just for physical relationships. Lust can be for money, greed, lust. These things can be for money, for fame, for recognition, for popularity. Because in today's world, everything, so many narcissistic people are roaming around. People are celebrating narcissism. The narcissistic people are getting celebrated these days. So let's see what's the theme, what's the energy of this particular session. Okay, so I do see 9 of Pentacles. I do see you are more independent, which obviously from your other cards also is visible. But I also see financial advancement. I see financial stability. I also sense that last few months, whosoever resonates with it, last few months you have struggled a lot. Maybe even if you didn't struggle a lot financially, but you struggled because of some other things. Maybe there was a lot of disturbance around you. Maybe there was some kind of emotional unrest. Maybe there was some kind of involvement you had with some person. And you thought that you're just getting disturbed and distracted, and you were not able to either think properly or give your 100%. But now you also see it like these lessons regarding your finances, regarding your financial state were important, because it's going to make you do better now. Now you are in better energy. So even if you struggled at that point in time, it was not that bad a struggle. You were able to make both ends meet, but there was some kind of a delay, or it was a kind of slow thing, or there were some kind of challenges you were facing, or you were simply trying to maybe switch into something new. Maybe you were trying to change your profile, maybe you were trying to change your role, or you were trying to change your job, or you were trying to change your business, or maybe it was a change of location. Something was happening due to which this card fell on its own, you were feeling limited. So these limitations were self put on you, as in you were telling your own self that you are limited. Nobody else was telling you like, hey, you can't do this or you can't do that. But there was a reason behind it. You had to definitely learn a lesson. Because maybe you were in a hurry and you were not able to enjoy the gifts that you already have, or you were not stopping to look at the view that was around you. Like when you're walking, when you're trekking upwards to, say, the hilltop, even on the way you have spots where you can look down and you can just enjoy the view till the point where you have reached so far. The progress, you were not able to enjoy the progress because you were doing. It looks like at that point in time you got into the doership mode, or even though you were practicing surrender, but there were some implants I'm being shown, some kind of demonic implants were there, some kind of negative energies were also there which you had to deal with. Maybe there were some curses, maybe there were some, I can sense some black magic spells were casted upon you, or maybe something of that nature, something very negative was around you. So you purposely took a stop, you paused, and you, maybe to your enemies it looked like you're not going to do well again, you're not going to rise and shine, you're not going to be wonderful, you're not going to be amazing. Because we have to look at the other cards also, we have to look at all the cards. So it did look like there was a pause in between. Maybe you wanted to take a break, but you were not taking a break. So there were situations, things were happening around you which made you take a break, so that you just enjoy the journey and not focus too much on the destination or the results. I do sense a domineering and destructive energy around you, and you had to deal with that energy first. Or for example, you had to deal with people who try to take over, who try to take control of your ideas, your projects. In future, you would probably come across these people, or they would have, created some problems later on. So you wanted to be well equipped. You wanted to be like a person who has practiced a lot. Like when you practice makes a man perfect. So you were really practicing because you had to deal with conflict and destruction. You had to deal with domination. You basically are a true born leader, okay? You have the leadership qualities. You'll always be a leader, okay? No matter what. And you could also be a leader in individual roles. You could also take up roles where you don't have a team. You are an individual player, but you are connected with a lot of people. A lot of dots are connected to you. And you have a very important part to play. You have an integral part to play. So you had to deal with this energy because this is a forceful personality. So in order to be stable in this type of energy, you had to deal with self restrictions, self put restrictions. You had to deal with domineering energy, because maybe you met some people and you looked at them and you were like, you know what, they cannot be telling you how to get things done or how to do things. They need to do things what you tell them to do. And this is not about ego, it's about your project. What is your mission here on planet Earth? What are you here to do? If you're here to do something amazing, something big, something honest, if you're here to collaborate with other people, then you will have to be very clear with certain things. And you need to have razor sharp intellect, because you cannot just turn around here, there, sit, stand, walk, come in, go out. These people need you more than you needing them. All of them need you. But they have been acting in such a way, or your confidence was a bit less in such a way, that you were not able to lead them properly at that point in time. Or you were kind of scared of their energy or of their confidence, because it's like one thing to have confidence, like real deal confidence, and it's like to have confidence on something completely baseless. This type of domineering energy needs someone to face it with, as I said, razor sharp intellect. And sometimes what happens is that when you have these type of enemies, or these type of people can turn into enemies, because they are stupid, they don't know what they're doing, what they're up to. They have very basic 3D goals or 3D demands or 3D requirements. They are very much stuck with name, fame, money, popularity, sex, all 3D things, have a good family, and they think like that. But a star seed, a twin flame doesn't think like that. They think a little beyond, and they think a little, they are not distracted by these things, they are not scared for who's gonna take care of them in old age, who's gonna look after them when they have no one around. Because I hear this a lot, like, you should get married in time, or you should have children, because otherwise who's gonna look out for you or look after you when you're old and you can't do it yourself. So I always feel that, why does it always have to be so codependent and so negative? People can look after themselves, like old people can also look after themselves. Like, you can be youthful at any age, you can be independent at any age, you can be a giver at any age, you can be amazing at any age. But why get into some kind of a relationship which is happening only because of a certain fear? So you are trying to get out of these fears, and what I'm also being shown is that you're actually going to show people what a really actual, authentically happy family is. You see, this is such a wonderful card to come. You have the 10 of Cups, which is like a perfect family card with happy children, with happy masculine, feminine, there's union. I mean, this is a 3D thing, but look at the symbolism, okay? We are looking at the symbolism of happy inner child, healed inner child, and both masculine, feminine inner child. There is a beautiful river over there. There is a beautiful house. The view is so nice. There is greenery. There is the blue sky. It's just a wonderful image. As an image, it is very soothing to look at, Even for the inner child healing, this is a perfect image, because what does everyone want actually? Here on this channel also, every single person is actually looking for a mother and a father, a divine mother and a divine father, a nurturing mother, a mother's lap, a mother's love, and father's blessings, father's care, father's protection. That is what masculine energy does, protect, care for, be around. Some of the men I have seen, they are not really present, but they're always lurking around in the background, always checking what's happening. They'll come and ask you, are you okay? Are you good? If something is up with you, they'll be like, I'm there for you. Or they'll do something in action, in reality also. So, there is this energy that you are here to display to the world. And how you're going to do it, that would be interesting actually. Very interesting to see. Surrender is the way. So I think whatever happened in last few days, it probably could have even started you being financially very stable, you being in a good zone. Then you meet a bunch of people and they cast some evil eye on you, they cast some spell on you. I think, in my opinion, psychologically speaking also, sometimes everything is not literally about someone sitting with a candle and casting a spell. Sometimes it's about people having a lot of negative intentions for you, a lot of jealousy for you, a lot of envy for you. And sometimes it could be happening in a collective, like a bunch of people, 10, 20 people looking at your happy-go-lucky energy, looking at you, looking at your shine, looking at your light, all of them getting triggered, all of them being like, I don't want this person to grow, all of them gossiping about you, like in one corner, talking negatively about you or discussing you. And they probably try to steal your confidence by saying certain things to you, some snide comments, some subtle talk, some looks, sometimes just not responding properly, not treating you with complete respect that they could have actually given to you. So you then, because of that, also could have put some restrictions on your own self. Maybe you felt like something lacks in you, you are not confident enough. Then this whole energy came into the being, like you understood that it is their destructive, domineering energy. Like you can literally close your eyes and you can look at the faces of all the people who were full of envy, who were full of anger, who were just getting triggered by your presence, who were just going like, I don't want this person to grow, I don't want this person to be successful, I don't want this person to be so amazing. Like they could see, they can definitely see that you are special, you are gifted, you are something else. You are just walking on this planet. You're not walking around just like that, how the way they are walking around, or they are just trying to get some validation, they are just trying to fulfill something, which is total bullshit, totally materialistic, but they're trying to be so spiritual and they're trying to be like the trendsetter, the go-getters, or they're trying to be these really cool people who have this beautiful heart, but inside their heart there is so much jealousy going on, there's so much envy going on that they cannot tolerate your awesomeness. So then when you figure this out, when you figure who all these people are, as per this reading also, that is when your inner child will heal. Because what does the inner child want? It's not about these two people here, it's more about these cute, especially this small baby. My attention always goes on it. These two happy kids, they are happy because of a certain vibration, because of a certain energy, and all of you have craved for this. You still crave for it, and this is the energy you want to create on planet Earth. This is what you want to gift to the coming generation. They deserve it, and that will only happen via surrender. But you're going to do it. You are already experiencing it. You are experiencing the love of true divine mother and true divine father, and you have surrendered to source. You have truly surrendered. You don't care about anything right now. You don't want anything. You don't want anything else. You're just done with people's bullshit. You're done with people. You're done with just those typical type of human beings who are literally just a number in the population, just creating negativity and baggage. Now you're done with them. You are beyond them. You've crossed over. Those people can't do anything. They can't even touch you. Hermit. You are the hermit. You are having this hermit, this energy that I'm talking about, which you have developed by solitude, by practicing brahmacharya, by taking care of yourself, by not indulging. You're not indulging, jokingly indulging in something, humorously indulging in something, making some kind of funny, dark comedy out of a situation. That's okay. But some of you did feel that your mother doesn't love you because you are different from others. Some of you always had this feeling. So this feeling is healing now. You got to heal this feeling, okay? You cannot always stay in this feeling. And it's always because you are noticed by others. You stand out. So you felt that this is a problem. And now you're actually accepting that this is not a problem. Like there are some really hardcore, cold-blooded, enabled narcissistic people who don't have anything special in them to stand out. But they are raised so well by other narcs that they are literally forcing, or they are forced to stand out, and then they start owning up to that forced standout, I would say. Like they should not be under the spotlight because they are not the right people to be under the spotlight. They are not the right teachers. They are not the right influencers. They are not the right caretakers. But still, they are doing certain things, okay? And you, maybe despite having that energy, you were going into the backstage or back burner, or you were purposely hiding away because you didn't want to get abused, you didn't want to feel unloved, you didn't want to do anything wrong, no mistakes. I'm also being told that you have a very luminous kind of skin, you have nice skin, or there is something about you, you have a glow. If it's not just the skin part, but you glow, there's a glow I'm being shown. You're very much interested in extraterrestrial life, UFO, supernatural, paranormal. You're always very keen to know about the mystical world. And you love to see other people win and excel in life. This is a very big quality to have. So once again, I'm being given this card. This is the final card actually. After this, I had mentally decided I will not pick up. So even the last card is a happy, divine, masculine and feminine energy. There is celebration. It looks like a wedding celebration. It looks like a birthday. Some kind of beautiful setup is there. I love the color yellow in this card because it is full of confidence. So I see that after stepping out of the hermit stage, you have actually developed a lot of confidence, because in the hermit stage you were working on being wise. You're working on yourself. You were doing a lot of research. You were doing a lot of cool things in hermit phase also. So now you are sort of shining. Okay. So this is where I'm going to close this collective reading. I will see you soon in another one. For personal sessions and for therapies, you can check out the description box and you can write to me. Those people should write to me who are from India, because for Indian people, you cannot use the PayPal link. For Indian people specifically, you have to use PAYTM or GPAY. So you have to email to me to get the details. For people who are in any other country, you can use PayPal and you can book a session. And I will get back to you. Do write an email to me once you book the session. There is a certain step that we all have to do. One step has to be done. And then I will give you the time slot. You can get my book In the Name of Love, A Journey of Finding Your Ultimate Soulmate from Amazon Kindle. Please buy the ebook or the Amazon Kindle from the Amazon Kindle link only, because the paperback copy is the old version. It is not the latest edited version. Only the Kindle copy is the latest edited version. So I will see you soon in another one. One love, peace out, and Jai Shri Ram.